back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 60 free stocks, Moomoo is going to give you up to 60 free stocks when you open a new Moomoo brokerage account. You put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $2,000 in your new brokerage account, they're going to give you 25 free stocks. And if you put $5,000 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 60 free stocks. Limited time offer. Don't delay. Act today. Get yourself down in the description box. First link. Click on that Moomoo link. Sign up today. Go get you some free stocks. I will also send you a couple of Moomoo tutorial videos. All you got to do is send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Let me know you've opened the Moomoo account. Let me know you funded it. And I'm going to send you out a couple Moomoo tutorial videos. Well, I told y'all this was going to happen. Go back. I want you guys to go back to November of last year. December of last year, when I told y'all this bromance wasn't gonna last. And already, not even 150 days into the term, the bromance is blowing up. It's getting out of control. I told y'all that was gonna happen. I told y'all when this whole thing blew up, who was going to get blamed for all of this stuff? Elon Musk. I told y'all that. If you don't believe me, go back to my videos I did in November of 24, December of 24. And I told y'all when this thing goes south, the one that they were going to blame would be Elon Musk. And guess what's getting ready to happen right now? As I speak, that's who's going to be getting the blame. I don't know if sure if you guys listen to 47 today. It might have even been yesterday. But he basically came out and, you know, he went ahead and responded to all of the tweets that Elon Musk has been throwing out. Now, with all that bromance ending, the stock market got the short end of the stick. Unfortunately, today, the stock market got the short end of the stick. Here's the headline. S&P 500 closes lower as Tesla shares tumble. Traders weigh 47 and China president talk. So you got two things that happened. 47 and the president of China apparently got on a call today for about an hour and a half. And apparently the call went well. Still no deal, but supposed to be moving forward. They're going to be meeting again like they did in Switzerland, and they're going to see if they can work this thing out. That should have been good news for the market. And initially it was good news, and the market was hanging on and doing okay. But then you had the torpedoes being fired by Elon Musk and 47. And now you got this big old feud between Elon Musk and 47. And a lot of people are saying you got this feud because of the electric vehicle, you know, tax credits or whatever you call them when you go buy an electric vehicle and then they give you $7,500 tax credit. They're taking that out. That's being taken out from the big beautiful bill. The big beautiful bill is taking that little cha-ching out. Why? That $7,500 tax credit was an incentive for people to buy electric vehicles, typically Tesla electric vehicles. It's been taken out. They're doing away with it. Elon doesn't like that. So, of course, Elon, you know, he went to X and he's telling people what he really feels. And, of course, 47 is starting to, you know, say what he got to say. It's getting ugly. So the market is the one that's suffering, right? So here we go. The S&P 500 fell on Thursday, spurred by a drop in shares of electric vehicle maker Tesla. The broad market index dipped 0.53% and closed at 5,939 points. That's still really, really good, guys. Go back and see where the S&P was after Liberation Day. It wasn't nowhere near 5,900 points. So although, you know, the bromance is over, and now you're seeing 47 and Elon go after each other, you know, the market held up pretty decently. Even though it did drop, it still held pretty decently. While the NASDAQ composite pulled back 0.83% to end at 19,298. That's where your real pullback was, right? Because we were almost at 20,000 points in the NASDAQ. So yeah, we pulled back almost 1% today, right? And one of the big reasons is Tesla, because although Tesla makes electric vehicles, they really are what? A tech company. That's really all they are. So they're still in the tech ecosystem. So anytime a big, gigantic Mag 7 company pulls back, it affects the NASDAQ 100, right? And then the Dow dropped 108 points or 0.25 to settle at 42,319 points. Tesla was a big laggard in the session, down more than 14%. The bromance is over. Musk is going after 47, not directly after 47, but he is going after the big beautiful bill and not saying nice things about the big beautiful bill, which of course the Republicans aren't happy about that. But the Republicans know they have to tread lightly because of Musk and what he can do. You got to remember, he still has X, formerly Twitter, which is a big, gigantic tool. It's a bullhorn. So you got to be careful. And the Republicans know that. So you know they're being really careful what they say about Elon, because they know, one, he's the richest man in the world, right? And I don't know this for a fact, but it's speculated he spent upwards of $250 to $300 million to help 47 get elected. So he's feeling pretty mad right now about that $7,500 tax credit being taken away from Tesla, because really Tesla was the biggest beneficiary of that EV tax credit, to the tunes of billions and billions of dollars. Elon don't like that. What did 47 come back and say? Okay, you better watch yourself, Elon. I'm gonna also take the rest of those billions and billions of dollars worth of contracts you got, SpaceX and some of his other companies. Now, I'm gonna tell you what Musk gonna come back with. Musk gonna come back with something else, because y'all know if the guy gave $200 to $300 million towards 47's campaign, he know a little something. He know a little something. So we got to see where this goes, but the market didn't like it. The market did not like that back and forth, right? So Tesla was a big laggard in the session, down more than 14% and losing its $1 trillion market cap status. Shares slid after 47 said he was very disappointed in CEO Elon Musk. Musk shot back at 47, saying in a post on X that without me, 47 would have lost the election. Ho ho! The bromance is over. My goodness, it lasted about 150 days? What, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah. It lasted less than 150 days. Done. The bromance is pretty much done, right? So they're threatening each other now, right? Let's see if they're going to escalate this thing. Because you know neither one of them are going to back down, right? You got the richest man in the world who feels like he's owed something. Listen, man, I gave you $200 to $300 million, plus I made sure you control both the House and the Senate. I'm just telling you what Musk is saying, guys. Don't come at me. Go on X and get on Musk. This is what he's saying. I'm just reading it to you guys. Here we go. So Musk said on X, without me, 47 would have lost the election. The feud further intensified after 47 called Musk crazy. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. I know y'all getting triggered. I know some of y'all getting triggered, but I can't help it, man. I can't help it. All I need is some popcorn in a mellow yellow right now. I just need some popcorn and a mellow yellow, man. You can't get no better than this. I just need some popcorn and a mellow yellow, and boy, I'm in good shape. Boy, this is good theater. This is good theater, baby. This is better than Netflix. So here we go. Let's keep going. So 47 called Musk crazy and signaled that he might cut his company's government contracts. We done took this thing to a whole nother level. What do you guys think Musk is gonna come back with? Oh my goodness. What do you think Musk is gonna come back with? So 47 said, listen, man, shut up, or I'm gonna go after your government contracts. Now, y'all know Musk got a lot of government contracts. He got himself a lot of government contracts. 47 is about to cut him off, though. 47 said, zip it, or I'm gonna cut you off. Elon is saying, I'm the richest man in the world. I probably got some dirt on you don't want people to know. I'm just saying, again, this is allegedly, I'm just telling you, it doesn't bode well for the stock market. Here we go. Stocks were volatile during the session after Beijing said Thursday that 47 and China president held a phone call, which was initiated by 47. Now, this is what China is saying. Now, of course, y'all know U.S. gonna say China initiated. Boy, this is just, you can't make this stuff up, man. This is a complete debacle. You just cannot make this stuff up. I'm surprised the stock market didn't sell off further. I really am. I'm surprised we didn't have a bigger dip today. But it just goes to show you how investors are starting to say to themselves, we got to see through this. Because this type of news right here, in my opinion, with an S&P 500 still closing above 5,900 points is resilience. Stocks were volatile during the session after Beijing said Thursday that 47 and China president held a phone call, which was initiated by 47, according to Beijing Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Chinese embassy in the United States. Trump said in a post on Truth Social that it was a very good phone call with the Chinese president, but it was still unclear what was accomplished from the communication between the two leaders. 47 said the two countries' trade terms would be 47 said the two countries' trade teams would be meeting again shortly. So let's go back. You went to Switzerland. Bassett and his team met with your counterpart from China and his team, had a really good weekend in Switzerland on the taxpayers' dime. Apparently, they got nothing accomplished at that meeting. Apparently not. So we go all the way to Switzerland on the taxpayers' dime. You get nothing accomplished at the meeting in Switzerland. So now you got to go meet with these people again. Again, I keep telling y'all, China is not going to bend the knee, man. China is not going to bend the knee. So we're going to have to figure out a compromise because China's not going to bend the knee, guys. They're not. So unless we are willing to compromise, and I'm not saying we won't, I'm just saying as of right now, we have not compromised. That's the reason why no deals in 90 days because we're supposed to have 90 deals in 90 days. But at this point, we got no deals in 90 days. So we got to get moving, man. We got to get moving here. We got to get moving here. The U.S. and China agreed to temporarily lower tariffs in May. That was last month when they went to Switzerland, right? Remember, 47 had 145% tariffs on them. He decided to move it down to 30. But guess what? We still got no container ships coming. We still don't have a lot of container ships coming. So when back to school hits, which is in a few months, these kids will be going back to school. We ain't getting no containers. Ain't gonna be any of the supplies on the shelves because y'all know we get all these supplies from China, pretty much. All that stuff come from China. All of it, pretty much. So, you know, we gotta get moving here. And then, you know, we got Christmas right around the corner. Y'all know most of these toys and all that stuff come from China, man. Come on now, let's not kid ourselves. Most of that stuff comes from China. So we got to get hustling here. So the U.S. and the China agreed to temporarily lower tariffs in May, propelling stocks to sharp gains for the month as investors hoped the worst of the trade policy turmoil was behind them. The S&P 500 rose more than 6% in May, scoring its best month since November 2023, along with the NASDAQ. Recently, however, escalating tensions between the United States and China have concerned investors. That's what you're having right now. You got the bromance ending, Elon and 47, they going at each other. It's only going to escalate. Let's just be honest, right? We know where this is headed. It will continue to escalate. So that's going to be a concern. And then the second concern is you went to Switzerland in May and you said you had a deal you was working on, you was going brrr. None of that was true, I guess. Because now you're coming right back again a month later saying, oh yeah, we're going to go meet again. Listen, unless we can get this China thing buttoned down and unless the bromance can be patched up, you know, the market is going to be in for some up and down, bumpity. It's going to be in for some bumpity. So I'm telling you guys, get yourself ready mentally. Get yourself ready mentally because it's going to be volatile. We already see what's happening today. Now, tomorrow, you got the jobs report coming out. We already seen the ADP report, which wasn't good. The ADP report was horrible for jobs. Horrible. We have the jobs report, the big boy jobs report coming out tomorrow. I believe it comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. You can already see what's happening. The market is positioning itself for the worst. Let's just face it. I'm not saying we'll get a bad report. I'm just telling you what the market is doing right now. In my opinion, the market is positioning itself for the worst news. Hopefully it will be good news. I'm hoping. Because what's going to happen is if we get bad news, the market will sell off even further. How far? I don't know, but it will. So what I did today was I just stayed patient. I made one transaction and everything else I'm on the sideline with, just waiting for tomorrow to see what'll happen, right? So we'll have to see, man. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, man. So let's finish this thing up. It's positive they're talking. This is what some of the experts are saying. It's positive they're talking. But I think that the China deal will come well after other deals with India and Japan and other countries. Here's the problem, Mr. Expert from Infrastructure Capital Advisors. Mr. Expert, here's the problem. They don't got no deals with India. They don't have a deal with China. They don't have a deal with the EU. And they don't have a deal with China. They don't have a deal with Canada, not really. And they don't have a deal with Mexico. So basically, we have no deals. We had some little thing we did with the UK, but that ain't even really a deal. So I'm telling you, man, brace yourself, get yourself in position, bunker down, make sure your financial house is in order, because we are getting ready to enter into some bumpy territory, especially if tomorrow that labor report or that jobs report comes out lighter than expected. If that thing comes in soft, guys, and then next week, if inflation even flinches a little bit up, the market is going to lose it, in my opinion, lose it. So tomorrow, if the jobs report comes in soft, now, from what I've read, and again, I'm no expert here. I'm just giving you guys my little 2 cents. You go out and do your own homework. But let me show you what I read to see if because see, I'm hanging my hat on we're going to get a good jobs report tomorrow. But here's what ChatGPT says. This is what ChatGPT told me when I asked ChatGPT. This is what I asked ChatGPT. I said, ChatGPT, what are the odds that the May 2025 jobs report will come in higher than expected? That was my question to ChatGPT. And here's ChatGPT's answer. Let me give you the answer. Let me give you ChatGPT's answer. So you take it for whatever you want to take it for. Here's what ChatGPT told me. It's difficult to give precise odds for the May 2025 jobs report being higher than expected, as it's a complex economic indicator influenced by various factors. However, current forecasts suggest a slowing job growth trend compared to April. Key points to consider. Here's the consensus forecast, guys, for tomorrow. Most economists expect the May jobs report to show a slowing of job growth, likely in line with or slightly below the consensus forecast of 125,000 new jobs added. This is coming from ChatGPT. This is what ChatGPT is saying about unemployment rate tomorrow that comes out. The unemployment rate is expected to remain steady at 4.2%, potentially suggesting a balanced labor market. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because that would be good news. Here's some recent indicators, and they're basically talking to ChatGPT is just throwing out what the ADP report is. But here's the recent indicators. Private sector hiring data from ADP showed a significant slowdown in May, with just 37,000 jobs added, the lowest since March 2023. This could indicate a broader trend of slower job growth. Tariffs and tariff policy uncertainty. Economists note that elevated policy, uncertainty, tariffs, and reduced immigration flows could weigh on employment growth. That's coming from ChatGPT. Again, I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just telling you what ChatGPT gave me when I asked him that question. So here's the deal, guys. Here is what it all comes down to. The chances of just quickly coming to some resolution seems extremely low. This is what the expert is saying about the China-United States trade negotiations. He's saying that before you get the China-US deal done, you need to get India done, Japan done, and other countries done. And then you get China done. See, what China is doing right now, they're circumventing us. They're going to all of our trading partners, every one of them, and saying, listen, guys, the United States has stepped back out of the leadership role for the world. They have stepped back out of the leadership role. We want to step into the leadership role. We will be your new America. Come trade with us. And we don't have to worry about them. We'll let them do their own thing. Come trade with us. See, that's what China's doing right now. They're going to every one of our trading partners. They are all in Africa. They are all in the Caribbean. They everywhere. Sending their delegations out saying, listen, the United States has decided to step back. And they're not going to be the leader anymore. We want to step in their position. We'll let them sit over here and demand what they want to demand and these high tariffs and all this crazy stuff because they believe we need them more than they need us. I'm telling you what these countries are saying. The EU, India, Japan, China, and all the rest of them. So now we got to figure this out, man. Now we can sit here and be stubborn, or we can try to figure this thing out. Here it is. Here we go. What will happen tomorrow? I don't know, guys. That's the 900-pound gorilla question. What will happen tomorrow? I don't know, but what I've done is put myself in position to be able to be ready to go. Like I said, I took one position today, and I took that position because the dip, I had the dip. I had to go get the dip. So I took one position on the dip, and then I kept all the rest of the cash in the brokerage account ready to react to whatever happens tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. By 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, I know exactly which way the market is going because the jobs report will be out. If it's better than expected or meet expectations, thumbs up. If it's softer than expectations by a lot, thumbs down. So you're going to get a thumbs up or a thumbs down based on the jobs report. And then, like I said, next week, you got another one coming on Wednesday, June 11th. You got the May CPI inflation report coming. And boy, let me tell you something, guys. If that inflation ticks up anything up, it's over. Because see, everybody is expecting it to tick up anyways because of this tariff stuff. Now, we've got past the tariff stuff in April where it actually ticked down. Labor market jobs report ticked up. Let's see if it'll happen the same thing in May for May's data. May's data starts tomorrow with the jobs report. And then it will carry over next week when you're going to get the CPI inflation report. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. We really, really need to have inflation to keep coming down. So hopefully we get a good positive read on inflation for May, because if we don't, buckle up, buckle up. The roller coaster back going. Just buckle up. So be prepared to watch for this data that's coming out tomorrow. Again, guys, I'm no expert here, and I'm not trying to tell you anything other than what my individual opinion is. I told y'all that the bromance between 47 and Musk wouldn't last. I told you that back in November, and I told you in December. I've been telling y'all all along this bromance would not last. And guess what? They ain't even 150 days into this thing, and they're already at each other. And it's just going to escalate. It's going to get ugly. You got the richest man in the world, right? And then you got the leader of the best country in the world going at it. And it's only going to get uglier. I hate to say that. I hope it don't. But my fear is it's going to get uglier because of, see, and here's my thing. I believe it was always destined to be a failed relationship. If you just look at the two individuals, right? You got two dominant people there. You got two dominant people who want to be right. The richest man in the world, and then you got the leader of the free world, right? You got 47, you got the president. You got the president, and you got the richest man in the world in the same room trying to coexist. Y'all know just two regular dudes can't even be in the same room and exist. So you know the richest man in the world and the president, the greatest country in the world in the same room. Come on, man. Y'all know that wasn't gonna last long. Just do the math. It wasn't gonna last. What we hope would happen is they would part ways without a lot of, and we thought that's what was going to happen. Remember last week when they were in the Oval Office and they were high-fiving each other and being very nice and polite to each other, and Elon was saying all these wonderful things about 47. Remember that? And then 1 week later, not even a week later, poof, it exploded. So that is affecting the stock market, guys. Why? Because the stock market don't like uncertainty. They don't like the richest man in the world arguing with the president. And they going back and forth. I mean, no one wants that. You got the leaders around the world looking at us saying, what is this? What? You know, it's just not a good look. So therefore, guess what? The market is jittery. The market is going to be unstable a little bit. And now that we got this data rolling in, and if the data is bad, plus you got what's going on with 47 and Elon Musk escalating, you know, 47 calling him crazy, threatening to take his government contracts, which you know 47 will now. But then if he do, you know what Elon gonna do? Elon gonna, he gonna turn on the bullhorn. And see, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if it escalates. This is what's gonna happen if it escalates. When the midterms roll around for the House of Representatives, who do you think Elon gonna be going after? With every dime he got. All of those Republicans in the House of Representatives who are in, to try to get reelected, guess who Elon gonna go for? The opposite side. And he gonna use the bullhorn and the algorithm to do what? To get them out of that seat. That's what I think gonna happen if they don't de-escalate this thing. If they continue to escalate this thing, I think that's what happens. Elon is gonna use his power, X, number one, the bullhorn, and he get the algorithm of X, and he's gonna use his money and his influence and his power to alter the outcome. So this is not good for us at all, man, I don't think. For us as a country, it's not good. It's just not a good look. That's why, in my opinion, you know, again, I'm just a regular dude here. I'm just giving you my little 2 cents. In my opinion, that's why I just don't think it's good to even mix that, right? You know, you leave the private sector in the private sector, and then you go get you some folks that got government experience, can do this stuff, and you ain't got a conflict of interest. You know, you got some dude out of the private sector coming into the government, which he's never worked in before, and all kind of shenanigans. And then all of a sudden, y'all fall out, he leave, he get mad because y'all taking out the tax credit for the EV, 75, I believe it's like $7,500 tax credit, taking that out, big beautiful bill, taking that out. He gets mad. Now, I'm not saying that's why he got mad. I'm just telling you allegedly that's why he got mad. That's what they're saying in these articles that I'm reading. That's one of the reasons why they believe he's upset is because of taking the tax credit for the EVs. And of course, Tesla was one of the biggest beneficiaries of that tax credit. So that's not good. That's not good. What we have to do, well, I can't tell you what you need to do, but what I'm going to do is continue to stay on the sideline and not worry about any of that noise. All I'm going to focus on is the 1% and where they go with their money. I'm going to follow them. One thing I do know the 1% going to do, they're going to stay in stocks. That's what the 1% going to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to follow them. Now, what I've learned, though, is you wait. See, I made one little play today, and then what I'm going to end up doing is I got this dry powder on the sideline right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow and on into next week. I may be able to catch me a couple opportunities. That's what I'm learning, right? That's what I learned. That's what I've been learning so far from January, right? From January to now, I've been learning how this whole thing works. And all I'm doing is doing like the 1%. I'm just waiting on the pump and dump. When they pump, I'm in, I boop. When they dump, I'm in, right? I'm just waiting on the pump and dump, just like the 1% doing right now. Guarantee you now, take that back, can't guarantee nothing. But what I'm saying is, if you take a look, now check this out. Even if the labor or the jobs report comes out lighter than expected tomorrow, let's say it come out bad. Let's say it come out that the economy added 100,000 new jobs, but experts wanted 125,000 new jobs. So we were short 25,000 jobs. Market don't like that. Boom, maybe it sells off a little bit. I don't think it'll sell off a lot. I think it will potentially sell off a little bit, right? I think it will. But I think, again, man, the whole point of the stock market, in my opinion, is to go higher. So at some point, it has to go back higher. Even with all this stuff going on right now, guys, we still got an S&P 500 near 6,000 points. It's about 5 points. I'll take that back. It's about 49 points. Let's see where we're at on the S&P. Yeah, it's about 60 points from 6,000 points. That's incredibly high, guys, even with all this noise. So what does that tell me? Investors are just brushing that aside and still doing business. They're brushing the Elon and 47 Bromance failure. They brushing that off. They're brushing off that we ain't got no deals in 90 days done. They're brushing that off. Now, that doesn't mean that won't come back to catch up to us at some point. It probably will. It probably will catch up with us at some point. Let's be honest. It probably will. But if it does, man. My job here is to try to figure out a way to get me some passive income at some point down the road. I got to buy assets, right? No matter what's going on, I got to still figure out a way to invest my money in assets that grow in value over time. And at some point when I can't work no more, create passive income for me. So I can't I can't just sit by and just watch this and not do anything with my money that I'm earning. I'm out here earning this money every single day, and I need to put it somewhere that will multiply it. So at some point down the road, when I'm not working anymore, I got enough assets that generate enough income to take care of me. That's the key, right? Well, guys, I appreciate y'all for checking in, but I'm getting ready to get out of here. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update on why the market, in my opinion only, is doing what it's doing. I'm not an expert here. I'm not nothing. I'm just a regular guy who goes out and does this little research, read these articles, pay attention to what's going on, and I get on my YouTube channel and give it to y'all based on my little teeny weeny knowledge, right? Teeny weeny knowledge. I'm not here to try to be some expert. I'm not here to try to get it right. I'm just here to give you my opinion. That's all it is. I'm a proud American. I love our country. And like I've always told y'all, I got no problem with supporting our current administration when I believe they're right. If I believe they're wrong, I'm not going to support it. But that doesn't mean I don't support America. That doesn't mean I don't support the people of America. And it doesn't mean I don't support what I believe America stands for, which is freedom for all of us that are here, with the ability to be able to get out here, work our tail off, make our money, put it in something, build wealth, and take care of our families. That's what I believe in. All the rest of these shenanigans that's going on, I don't believe in all that. I believe in giving people an opportunity if they're here properly. If you come here properly and you're here working, you're paying taxes, you're a good, upstanding human being, you ain't messing with nobody, you're just out here doing your thing, trying to work and take care of your family, I'm for that. I don't care where you come from, I don't care what color you are, I don't care how old you are, I don't care if you're man, woman, whatever you want to call yourself. I don't have a problem with that. As long as you're here contributing to make America better, to make Americans and other people's lives better. As long as we're here to make each other better, I'm for it. All the rest of that shenanigans, I ain't got nothing to do with. Well, appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Like I said, if you want to get down to that description box, that first link, click on that Moo link, get you some free stocks. Just click on the link. It'll tell you all the details. You can decide if you want to go get you some free stocks or not. But it's down there, first link. Check it out. www.richardfain.net is the website address. Guys, that's my website. It's the second link down in the description box. Click on it. Go check out the website. Got some digital products that could potentially help you increase your financial literacy. So check them out. Make an investment in yourself today. While you're there in the website, if you want to join the Wealth Builders, my private financial community on Patreon, where I give them the real deal. Every day, I'm giving the real deal in that community, right? So if you want the real deal from yours truly, exactly what I'm doing to create wealth and get passive income and get to that financial freedom thing, what you need to do is get over to Patreon and sign up for the Wealth Builders. And that's where I'm giving out the real game, telling you exactly what I'm doing every single day to build wealth and get to financial freedom, ultimately passive income. Second link down in the description box is that website link. So click on it, come on over there, check out the digital products, and then get over to Patreon and sign up for the Wealth Builders. Well, thank y'all, man. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And God bless us, man. God bless America. God bless the good people that live in America. Matter of fact, God bless the world, right? We all need each other. At the end of the day, we're all just in this world trying to make it. And I believe we will. I believe we will. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video.